In this tutorial, I'm going to discuss about the installation of Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 6. So RHEL 6 is the new version of Red Hat Enterprise Linux. In last tutorial, we installed version 5, and this is rapidly upgraded and people is now using this operating system um, quite a bit now, with having a good number of packages and the updated server. So lot many things are there, and for the tutorial version 6 is nowadays must if you are learning Linux. So I'm using 64-bit, and the RAM requires minimum is 2 GB, 1 GB, 2 GB. Currently I'm installing at VMware, so require 1 GB, but at least better to have 2 GB. So you got 5 options when you install Red Hat Linux version. Its first option is install or upgrade an existing system. So if you already have Linux or wants to fresh install, then you can use first option. Then second option is install system with basic video driver. This operating system, the Linux operating system, even require graphic card because of the improved KDE version, K desktop environment. So for that you need graphic card, a good graphic card, but you can even install it with basic video driver. So first option is install upgrade existing system, or the third option then rescue install system. So if you already have a Linux, then you can rescue boot from local drive. For example, bootloader is corrupt or something happened, you're not able to boot, then use the fourth option and memory test. For example, if memory is dumping or not able to boot. So I'm just using the first option. Just select the first option and let it so currently it's initializing. Okay, so now asking to either test your media or CD DVD, or I just simply want to skip since I know my DVD is fine. So it's a 64-bit. 32-bit is require at least 1 GB. It depends on how you going to install your system. If you put or add some extra packages regarding graphics, and then you require, actually it's up to your need. You can even run this operating system at 265 MB also, if you use CLI mode. I think it's available. You can install in that also. So 256 MB actually. So currently asking me the user language and the keyboard language. I'm just selecting US English since my work is on English only. Now it's asking me to select the storage device, basic storage device, which is the hard disk, or if you're doing a network, or if you have a network storage, then use specialized storage devices. For example, storage area network sense, which is used in big environments, network environments. And this option is also allowed you to add SOE, iSCSI, ZFCP disks. So iSCSI is also on the same. You can use this storage device, the PATA. So currently I'm going to basic storage devices. So you can because it's for the network environment, so storage area networks. I'm currently examining the storage device now. What I'm going to do is currently I have a hard disk of 30 GB, so it asking me to what to do, either discard any data if left or no keep any data. So I'm just saying yes, discard everything, and now asking me to give a host name. You can change your Linux system's host name from here only, or configure network. So network connection, for example, wired, or you can add any Ethernet driver from here only. So currently I have system Ethernet 0 or wireless. You can add from here mobile broadband or VPN if any. Currently no VPN is there. So DSL, you have an option to DSL modem. You can add it from here. So okay, I'm just not doing anything. Localhost local domain. So you can update the name from here only if you require to. I'm saying no requirements. Now asking me to give the name, the region, to select the time zone, to select something Kolkata, Asia. Next. Now asking me the password to give. Just give or giving error now that password is weak and also based on the dictionary word. I just saying okay, let it go. I'm just not required to, since we are doing a tutorial purpose. That's the reason we're not making any hard password. Now in the next step, it's asking to what to do with the disk. Now use all space. For example, if you have a 30 GB hard disk and it asks you to use everything, then replace existing Linux systems. For example, you already have a Linux system, then it will only work on that. If you have other Windows system, then will not touch. This does not remove other partition you may have your storage, such as VFAT or FAT32, so will not remove. Shrink current system, for example, you already have a Linux system or any other operating system, so for dual boot purpose, the third option is suitable for you. Now use free space. For example, again, it's based on the dual booting. For example, if already operating system is there, then you can use the fourth option. Currently, I'm just going to use a create custom layout. Next, so examine storage device. Create partition type, standard partition, RAID partition, create LVM or LVM physical volume. So it's up to you. But currently I'm just wants to do a standard partition since we didn't search anything else. Now we need three basic partitions to create. One is root, second is boot, and third is swap. This is the mantra: root, boot, and swap. So root is your C drive, and the slash is like C drive. So the file system is now it asking to give a file system. Now in the recent time, the new file system is launched by Red Hat, and it's extension 4, extend 4. Before it was extend 2 and extended 3. Now it's extend 4. It's like FAT32 and TFS of Windows. Even VFAT is like that, FAT32. Now just wants to give a size. So since it's a C drive, I want to give a good amount of space, like 15,000 MB, for example, 15 GB. Again, I have a good amount of space left, 15 GB, so I want to give a boot. Let's create a boot partition. Again, extend 4. 2000 MB. Okay, the size, or for example 4000 MB. So standard partition again. Now this time I will create a swap partition. You can even create partitions of /home, directory of your user account, temporary file, /tmp. If you avoid this, for example /user, give information of all the user temporary files saved in the /tmp, and then variable file. A variable file is uh, the temporary place of domain and all, and /user local is for the local user space, and /opt is all the software installed there. So it's totally up to you. Otherwise, all these partitions will become a directory in the operating system on the root folder, on the root partition. All these partition will become the directory of the root partition, become the part of the root partition. So this physical LVM and then all that. So I'm just using swap. Swap is a virtual RAM, and it is recommended that whatever physical memory you're carrying, for example, currently I'm using the sixth operating system at 1 GB RAM, so the size should be 2048, which is 2 GB, so just double than the original RAM. So this would be the ideal way to go ahead. So I'm just saying next, asking me to format. I just doing that. Write changes to disk. Creating a extend 4 file system. ext4. Now bootloader again. Bootloader is this is how your operating system boot the links, and if it get corrupt, then the operating system don't boot. It's stuck. So we can report bootloader at any time, no problem, but it's a very sensitive thing, and that's the reason asking to register a password to save bootloader, otherwise anyone can corrupt it. So okay, moving forward, it's now asking me to customize your operating system. If you select the basic server, then it will open at CLI mode and everything will be CLI. So By default, it's installing basic server. You can have to customize now, or you can use a desktop version 2 or select the desktop options. Currently at basic systems you have these options by default options, which Linux thought that must need it. Now server web services is up to you totally, the package is up to you. And for example, in the later, if you thought to promote your Red Hat Enterprise Linux version 6 as a virtual server, web server, then you can. So currently, or this is a basic system, and this is how we will move on. Console Internet Tools for CLI. So this is how we will move. So I will select desktop. For example, if you select desktop next, then you will find that these basic systems were there, but you find that these desktop environments are now selected. So you can even select the KDE desktop. For example, if you need arrow themes and all that, you will find with this package the KDE desktop. KDE desktop. So it's up to you totally. So currently I'm just wants to, or you can go to optional package to know more about the requirements of the a la carte. If you want to add something extra, then you can use the a la carte. So our system management and web services is totally up to you. Your requirements. So currently I just wants to move on. And checking the dependency. Now installation starts, so we took some time. We're pausing our video. Okay, so it's now performing post installation configuration. Now installing bootloader, so it will boot. Okay, so all done. Just rebooting. Okay, so everything is done. Now what it needs to do is welcome, and now I have to accept the license agreement, whatever those are. Now set up with the software updates. Now required to set wants to create one local user, which will be the non-administrative. You can see. So for example, give any username, Tucker TV. And the password. Forward. Yes, you can see the password is weak. That's the reason giving me the warning. I'll give it the date and time. Insufficient memory to do a K dump. So not do anything with K dump. Okay, so we all done, all set to log on. So I'm just currently logging with the root, which is administrator or user, give a password. You can use login with the basic user also, no problem. So giving me a warning that what are the effects will be if you use a administrator user. But we all set, we all done, and this is how we install Planet Enterprise Linux version 6. So here we go, and we will do a lot many things with this. So hope you learned something from it. How to install RHEL version 6 step by step, and what are the difference between version 5 and version 6 installation. Thanks for watching.